Welcome back to the county seat. We've had a very lively discussion on House Bill 148. This is a bill that presented in the 2012 legislature of the state of Utah that would require the federal government to cede their lands, the 40% of the state that they are maintaining that currently aren't national parks and wilderness areas, and put them with a commission in the state of Utah to decide how to manage them for the future. So we were just on the topic when we had to take a break, and I don't think, Representative Ivory, you had a chance to completely get your point across that the federal government really provides about 40% of the revenue and the funds and jobs, and people ask about that. Well, what are you going to do with all the federal employees out here? Just send them home?
Well, there's going to be jobs in Utah, you know. So you look at the problem. We're $2.2 billion away from average in per pupil funding. We're another $2 billion away from pure per pupil funding to our neighboring states that have access to their lands and resources where the federal government did honor its promise. $5.2 billion are the federal funds that make up our $12 billion budget that everybody in government up and down the line say is going away. So we've got a responsibility. That's a $7.5 billion hole at the starting point and beyond that we've got to make up. Well, the only way we get there going forward is for the federal government to honor the same promise that it made to all the other states. We don't think that's too much to ask.
Chad, I hope the state does hire the local BLMers and Forest Service people. A lot of them are good people. Counties get along well with them. The problem over the years has been interference from Washington-level policymakers who oftentimes undercut local employees. So yeah, the lands still need to be managed, and as Representative Ivory mentioned, when the transition is complete, I can see a lot of them working for the state of Utah.
Mike? I can too, and I think that's a good thing. We can generate more income off of these lands by managing it properly. If you look at just the number of AUMs, agriculture in the state, from a Utah State University study here just recently, said that it's a $15 billion a year industry. The largest segment of that is cattle grazing. Cattle is at an all-time high in history. And so if you could take those suspended AUMs that the BLM has cut out and shut down, rejuvenate the lands out there, some of the things we've been doing on state trust lands and private property, you could increase the AUMs. I say they should say cut all the AUMs by 2010. I'm saying double the AUMs by 2020. We could do that, and we could still maintain a healthy environment out there, a healthy renewable resource out there.
Well, that's great. Well, we've run right out of time for this. If you would like to see more conversation on this, go to our website, thecountyseat.tv. We thank you for joining us. We'll look for you next time on The County Seat. If you'd like to make a comment about this show, go to our Facebook page and make a comment there. We would love to share your thoughts. See you next time on The County Seat.